MMA Weekly here with Joseph Benavidez. Joseph, a lot of people are saying that the UFC has inaugurated this flyweight division in large parts for you to showcase your skills. And you're coming in as a big favorite all around the betting sites. How do you feel holding that mantra? Are you proud, or is it a heavy weight on your shoulders?
You know, it's not really a heavy weight. You know, it's nice, you know, that my peers and, you know, anyone, you know, that follows the sport thinks that about me, you know. I mean, you know, that's why I work so hard, you know, for this. So, you know, it's great, you know. I don't really feel pressure by it, you know. I get a little more motivated, a little more inspired, you know, feel like that's kind of where I do belong, you know. That's, like I said, that's why I work so hard, you know, to be at the top. So, you know, it's great for other people to think that, but, you know, it doesn't really mean anything until I go out there and actually do it myself and end up on top. So, you know, just waiting for that day.
Well, in that case, waiting for it, are you a little bit disappointed that to wait for the rematch now to get done?
Yeah, of course, you know, there's a little disappointment, you know, missed opportunity for the sport, really, you know, more than anything. You know, it could have been a awesome, you know, way to introduce the weight class, you know, with a sudden death fight, you know, after they had a sudden death round, after they had, you know, a great 3 rounds of fighting. You know, that would have been awesome. You know, and of course I'd love to have an opponent and already know who I'm fighting for the belt and have that scheduled, you know. And, you know, the only other negative, you know, these guys get to fight again and, you know, go get paid again, be the main event while I'm just kind of waiting on the side. But, you know, there's positives also, you know, I'm going to be better whenever we fight, you know, in October or November, you know, than I'm going to be when we were to fight in June or July. So, you know, get to watch them again, kind of evaluate that again. And like I said, I just get to get better. And, you know, that's how it is. You know, if I'm going to wait for anything, you know, I mean, the UFC belt is worth waiting for. So, you know, it'll be fine. You know, it is what it is.
Who do you think won that first fight?
You know, I think a draw is justified. You know, I thought it was going to go to a 4th round when I was back in the locker room. I really did, and other than that, I felt it could have been a split decision to either side. So, you know, a draw is definitely justified. Just wish they would have got it right and done a 4th.
Yeah. Is there either fighter that you prefer fighting for the championship?
No, I don't prefer, you know, one or the other. I just prefer the better fighter. You know, so whoever wins is who I want to fight, because, you know, I don't want there to be any question, you know, when we fight for the title, you know, that I beat the next best guy, you know, to earn that title, and that I'm the best 125-pound fighter in the world. So, you know, whoever wins is who I want to fight.
Well, at this stage, who do you think is the best fighter? Who do you have taking the rematch?
You know, both of them. I mean, it was such a close fight. You know, like I said, it was a draw. So, I mean, that's as close as you get. So, I mean, both of them just bring so much to the table. You know, they're both well-rounded. You know, you don't see that a lot in every weight class where, you know, us top 3 fighters we're not weak in any position, you know. So, yeah, man, it's a tough one to call. You know, going into it, I definitely gave Mighty Mouse a slight advantage, but I was not going to be surprised if McCall had won, because I'd seen him fight a bunch. And now, just with the way the fight ended, I'm going to give McCall a slight edge, but of course I'm not going to be surprised if Mighty Mouse wins either. So, you know, I mean, it could go either way, man.
Waiting for them to fight again, does this put a halt in your training, or do you just train right through it?
No, man, that's what I do, man. This is my job, you know, this is my life. I love training. You know, that's what I do. Even when I don't have a fight, you know, I train. And, you know, not to mention my teammates are always having fights, so I've got to go in and help them as well. And, you know, it's my job. I don't have another job. So when I'm done training and I gain all my weight back and eat all the food I wanted to, I'm like, I have to train. So, you know, just training. And, you know, this is actually great times to improve, you know, on your overall game, you know, when you don't have a fight. You know, obviously when you have a fight, it's just a grind. You know, 8 weeks, you're fighting one guy, and you just train hard all day. You can't really think of anything but the fight. But, you know, when I have time off like this, I can think of things. I don't have to think of one specific fight. I can just improve in other areas, train with different people, which always helps me improve. So, you know, just trying to do a lot of that, staying in Vegas actually right now, and getting some of that different training in, and, you know, training with all the guys on the Ultimate Fighter, and, you know, just trying to improve in every aspect of the game.
Yeah, well, speaking of teammates, do you know what's going on back there at Alpha Mill without your eye? Is everyone still training?
Oh yeah. I mean, well, for most of the guys, you know, as far as the bigger names go, and the guys in the UFC are out helping on the show, because it's obviously Faber's fight camp for Dominic Cruz for the 3rd fight. So we're kind of out there helping him. You know, we have all our guys that are in the UFC out there helping him. And then, you know, we got a ton of guys that, you know, people don't even know about, but are just as good as any of us. Just haven't been on TV, and those guys are holding it down in Sacramento, you know, training hard. You know, there are younger guys, and you know, they're holding their practices and getting better there. and then we got, you know, some of the bigger name guys in holding it down in Vegas. So, you know, we're going national here with Team Alpha Male lately. So yeah, it's been good.
That's exciting. Thanks a lot, Joseph. MMA Weekly here with Joseph Benavidez.